Hello and welcome to Bedtime Story with Miss Anna. Are you ready to go to sleep? Kiss your mommy, kiss your daddy. It's time for story time. Tonight, we are going to start our story time with this amazing book. It's called 1000 Books Before Kindergarten, A Promise and Pledge. This is by Mark Borges. This book is dedicated to all the librarians who have made the 1000 Books Before Kindergarten Challenge success. I will read you 1000 books and maybe even more, with colors and shapes and daring escapes and oceans of books to explore. I will read you 1000 books about belly buttons and knees, with penguins and puppies and baby fish guppies and three little mice that can't see. I will read you 1000 books about children and babies and mothers, about picnics with ants that hide art in plants and families that love one another. I will read you 1000 books about toucans, turtles, and tigers, with stories of fun and smiles and sun and gray waterfalls and geysers. I will read you 1000 books about a hungry bug and a bad lucky bunny, with little red trucks that sometimes get stuck, and bees and flowers and honey. I will read you 1000 books about places all over the states, from Austin to Boston, with dolphins named Dodson and zip codes ending in 8. I will read you 1000 books set in jungles and deserts and seas, with singing giraffes and songs about love, and pirates with patches who sneak. Achoo! I will read you 1000 books. We'll travel to lands near and far, from the capital of Peru to Timbuktu, by horseback, on trains, and in cars. I will read you 1000 books about witches, goblins, and gnomes, about green-eyed fairies with magical berries and children just trying to get home. I will read you 1000 books with talking cars and faraway stars, with robots and rockets who really like chocolates, and time-traveling children on Mars. I will read you 1000 books with additions, subtractions, and rounding, about the first day of school, all the crazy and cool and growing up so fast, it's outstanding. I will read you 1000 books, a promise, a pledge, a decree. We will read every day and track all the way, and soon you'll be reading to me. 1000 books before kindergarten. I totally recommend this book to parents. You need and must read 1000 books to your children. If you don't know how to do it, you can always visit your public library. Let's continue reading some more amazing books tonight. Our next book is called Sleep Like a Tiger, written by Mary Lugg. Once there was a little girl who didn't want to go to sleep even though the sun had gone away. She told her mother, "I'm not tired." She told her father, "I'm not just sleepy." They nodded their heads and said she didn't have to go to sleep, but she had to put her pajamas on. She picked out her favorite pajamas that matched the night sky. "I'm still wide awake," she announced. Her parents said that was fine, but she should wash her face and brush her teeth. So she did. It felt good to be nice and clean. Then, because she loved climbing into her bed, she did, stretching her toes down under the crib sheets, lying and still as otter floating in a stream. "Does everything in the world go to sleep?" she asked. "Yes," her parents told her. "Our dog is sleeping right now, curled up in a ball on the couch, where he's not supposed to be. And the cat is fast asleep, stretched out in front of the fireplace, the warmest spot in the house." "What about bats?" she asked. "They don't sleep?" "Not at night," her parents agreed, "but during the day they fold their wings tuck their heads, and sleep banging upside down in the safest place in the barn. Does whales sleep? She asked. Yes, they swing slowly around and around in a large circle in the ocean and sleep. Tiny snails? She asked. They curl up like a cinnamon roll inside their shell. Even grizzly bears? She asked. Bears are mighty sleepers. They make a cozy den under the snow and sleep through the winter. All winter. That's too long, she said. Most animals just sleep through the night, her parents say, tucking her in. I know an animal that sleeps a lot, the little girl told them. What animal is that? Her parents asked. The tiger in the jungle. When he's not hustling, he finds some shade, close his eyes and sleep. That way he stays strong. Her parents nodded. Sleep is good for that. Then they kissed her, turned out the light, and stood in the doorway. I'm still not sleepy, she told them. We know, they agreed. You can stay awake all night long. They left her, the door open, a little crack. The little girl's bed was warm and cozy, a cocoon of sheets and nets of blankets. Unlike the dog on the couch, she was right where she's supposed to be. She wriggled down under the covers until she found the warmest spot, like the cat in front of the fire. She folded her arms like the wings of a bat. She circled around like the whale, and the curled up a snail. Then she snuggled deep as a bear, the deep sleeping bear, and like the strong tiger fell fast asleep. The end. Wow, such a nice story to go to sleep. It's called Sleep Like a Tiger. Are you tired? You ready to go to sleep? Not yet? Let's read another story. This story is called Last Stop on Market Street by Matt de la Peña. CJ pushed through the church doors, skipped down the step. The outside air smelled like freedom, but it also smelled like rain, which freckled CJ's shirt and dripped down his nose. He ducked under his Nana's umbrella, saying, How come we gotta wait for the bus in all this wet? Trees get thirsty too, his Nana told him. Don't you see that big one drinking through a straw? CJ looked for a long time but never saw a straw. From the bus stop, he watched water pool on flowers, petals, watched rain patter against the windshield of a nearby car. His friend Colby climbed in, gave CJ away, and drove off with his dad. Nana, how come we don't got a car? Boy, what do we need a car for? We got a bus that breathes fire, and old Mr. Dennis who always had a trick for you. The bus creaked to a stop in front of them. It sighed and sagged as the doors swung open. What is that I see? Mr. Dennis asked. He pulled a coin from behind CJ's ear, placed it in his palm. Nana laughed her deep laugh and pushed CJ along. They sat right up front. The man across the way was tuning a guitar. An old woman with curls had butterflies in a jar. Nana gave everyone a great big smile and a good afternoon. She made sure CJ did the same. The bus lurched forward and stopped, lurched forward and stopped. Nana hummed as she kneed. How come we always gotta go here after church? CJ said. Miguel and Colby never have to go nowhere. I feel sorry for those boys, she told him. They'll never get a chance to meet Boo Boo. On the sunglasses man. And I hear Trishy got herself a brand new hat. CJ stared out the window, feeling sorry for himself. He watched cars sit by on either side, watched a group of boys hop carts on bike. A man climbed aboard with a spotted dog. CJ gave up his seat. How come that man cannot see? Boy, what do you know about seeing? Nana told him. Some people watch the world with their ears. That's a fact. Their noses too, the man said, sniffing at the air. That's a mighty fine perfume you are wearing today, man. Nana squeezed the man's hand and laughed her deep laugh. When the spotted bus stopped, their families came in the window and he said, I'm glad we came. He thought his Nana might laugh her deep laugh, but she didn't. She patted him on the head and told him, Me too, CJ. Now, come on. This book was called Last Stop on Market Street. I hope that you enjoyed the bedtime story for today. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Good night, good night, good night.